It's Rachel here with GameZone.com, and today I want to talk a little bit about the boss battles in God of War 3. But first I need to warn you, this video is not spoiler free, so if you haven't beaten it yet, you've been warned. Now, God of War 3's boss battles were really quite interesting to me. Most boss battles are pretty much the same dynamic. It's attack, and then avoid boss attack, and then attack, just slowly beating away at the boss's health. But God of War 3, although the core was basically the same, I thought they did a great job of making things a little more interesting, throwing a few extra little things in there to kind of break up the repetitive that a lot of boss battles can be. Things like, I do like the quick time events. I know a lot of people hate them, but I think God of War 3 used them a little more sparingly than in maybe God of War 2. And the boss battles, when you were using the quick time events, they kind of made sense. But I also liked a lot of the cinematography of it. I liked where sometimes you would be fighting a boss and it would go kind of like handheld, all Firefly and Serenity. Then there were other times where all of a sudden the game would come and become a first person, and you would just sit there just wailing on the guy, all in first person instead of in third person like most of God of War is played. Also, I can't remember which boss battle it was, but there was a time where you actually switched and you were seeing you playing Kratos through the eyes of the boss that was getting completely annihilated. And I really thought that kind of broke things up. It added like a new and interesting element to the standard video game boss battle that every game has, and every game does it pretty much the same. There was also the one boss battle when you're actually on the Titan. It was very Shadows of Colossus. And I do have to say, I think God of War 3 kind of took, everything from Shadow over Colossus and just annihilated it. Kind of just reinvented the feeling that you got from that game. And just the epicness of everything. And even the boss battles in God of War 3 were just epic. They were huge. It wasn't kind of like, there's another boss, I'm just going to have to sit here, attack, avoid, attack, avoid. It added this whole new level. And this is where I'd really like video games to go. I'd really like to see boss battles take a note from God of War 3 and expand upon it. I hope this is the future of boss battles. I know a lot of people didn't like the story of God of War 3, but that's not what we're talking about here. I just really like how they handled it, and to where I'd like to see games go in the future.